if I should pretend that the more I watch I Am Laycon, the more I notice that Laycon's brother, Yomi, seems to be like the actual public figure and not Laycon himself. I don't know.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Guys, thanks for your feedback for the previous review I did about I Am Laycon. I'm talking about my review on episode 4. This video is all about my review, my observations for I Am Laycon episode 5. Before I continue into this video, it will not be a complete fswg video if I do not officially welcome you all to today's video. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Glory Elijah and this is Frankly Speaking with Glory. This is the girl with the tea. Guys, my body is banging. I've been working so hard. Like all the fats from my back, they are all gone. See? Can you 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 see? Anyways, if you're new to my channel, if you are a returning viewer and you are still yet to subscribe to this channel, should I blow a trumpet for you? Please subscribe to this channel. Hit the red subscribe button to become a part of this family. A lot of people actually think that your subscription is paying YouTubers money. It is not. It is completely free, okay? So please hit the red subscribe button to become a part of this family. And if you always want to receive alerts of my videos, if you enjoy my reviews, my commentaries, my analysis, you totally need to turn on post notification. To do that, hit the white bell button, the one beside the red subscribe button. It's basically what you see on the TV. Once you click on that, whenever I upload a new video, you will be the first to get a lot of my videos. Now, before I wallow and kill myself in self-vanity, let's get into the video proper. My review of episode 4 of I Am Laycon, I completely omitted an important observation, something I noticed from that episode, and that was the part where Yomi and the interior designer girl, that is Yomi's friend, that was when they were having lunch. How many of you noticed that those two people were actually given a lot of airtime? I feel like I noticed that over 5 minutes passed and we were still watching and listening to Yomi and this lady talking and yapping about, oh, introduce yourself, let's go on a trip. Guys, and I felt offended. I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt offended. Now, this is what I believe about, or this is what I expect. I think expect is the right word to use. This is what I expect when I watch reality TV shows. A lot of focus has to be on the central character, and I'm talking about Laycon. And it is very vital that the producers of the show do not omit or overlook that important factor. And that is because these are the first few episodes of the show. I mean, this is just episode 4, and they gave Laycon's brother, that's Yomi, that much airtime. For me, that was way too much. It was way too much. I mean, and the annoying part was the thing that they were talking about, the things they were discussing, it was completely unimportant. Very flimsy. It completely took away the essence of Laycon's content that I have been hyping about all this while. So I felt really offended, because I felt like if Laycon, okay, take for instance in episode 3, Laycon had a sit out with Lilo. If Laycon had been given that much airtime, you know, to have a conversation with Lilo, then we might possibly have heard something tangible from that conversation. But Yomi, on the other hand, was actually given that much airtime. In fact, guys, I'm just going to say it the way it is, as frankly as possible. Episode 4 and episode 5, it gave me the feeling that Laycon's brother is the actual celebrity who is the central focus of the I Am Laycon reality TV show. Now, this is not much in a negative way. I mean, Laycon and his brother, they are two different people. If you look at them, you follow the show from episode 1, you notice that they are two completely different people, opposites as a matter of fact. Laycon is a more chilled person, very cool. When he has his moments when he's very hyper, and he has his moments when he's very chill. Yeah, but Laycon's brother, on the other hand, he talks very fast. You basically need to pay attention to catch some of the things that he says on the show. Aside that, he has this sort of larger than life personality. Yes, even though he has a slim frame, he has this larger than life personality. So when he walks into any of the rooms, you know, he's like uses the one agana a lot, you know. So if you are watching the show for the first time and you don't even know the title of the show, you don't even know that the show is titled I Am Laycon, and you watch any scene that has Laycon and his brother Yomi, automatically you would think that the show is all about Yomi and not all about Laycon. It is positive and it is good and it is healthy for the show because of Laycon's kind of personality. Laycon is very, very chill, so the show needs someone that's going to be like some sort of hype man, that's going to be bringing more of the fun stuff, you know, putting a lot of energy, positive energy and the vibe, you know, coming up with crazy pranks, things here and there, just to keep Laycon active and on the go. That is very, very positive, and I feel like that is the reason why we have someone like Yomi on the show. But on the flip side, the negative of that is if the directors and the producers of the show continue giving a lot of airtime, too much airtime as a matter of fact, to Yomi, then he is going to overshadow the personality of Laycon. I remember the show is all about Laycon, showing Laycon's evolution, his innovations, his creation, his aspirations, his dreams, us living Laycon's reality with him through the camera eye and through everything that they show us on the show. So if too much of airtime is now being given to Laycon's brother, which is not really much of a bad thing, then it is now going to become a negative, as it's going to shift the audience likeness, should I say likeness, sentiments, emotions. Yeah, it's going to start shifting it from Laycon to focus on his brother. So I am not saying that the organizers of the show should remove Laycon's brother completely from the script. No, he has to be there. As a matter of fact, he has to be there. He has to play his role, but not too much. His presence should not be too overwhelming. I'm saying this because of that particular scene in episode 4 where he had that lengthy conversation with that girl about absolute nothing. In fact, that conversation was empty in my own opinion. And then in episode 5, when he was going to set up a blind date with this model girl, that girl did not look like a model to me, I'm sorry, but when he was going to set up a blind date with this girl, I think that's appropriate, and Laycon, you know, he was in charge, he was taking control, even when he wore that bathrobe thingy, you know, and he tied it and he was walking around. He was walking like the godfather, like, yes, I am the owner of the show, I am the one, I am the Laycon. I said, bruh, calm down, be calming down. You cannot afford to take away the shine from your brother. Remember, the show is about I am Laycon, not I am Yomi. Calm down, bruh, be calming down, you know. I even felt like even adding my one Ghana, like, bruh, calm the one Ghana, you know. But he was so, his presence was so full, like he was full, he was very, very obvious and conspicuous. And then I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be reduced because we cannot afford to lose the shine from Laycon. Do you feel me? Do you understand? Anyways, he tried, he did a great job setting up a blind date for Laycon, and I don't know why. I feel like the organizers of the show, the director, producer, whoever, the editor, they should give us more time to actually listen to the conversations that these people have. Because another thing I noticed is, rather than them allowing us to listen to the conversations that Laycon has with the people he meets on the show, we are listening to more of the explanation. When I say explanation, I mean that one-on-one moment with the camera when Laycon is explaining to the producer what is happening in a particular scene. I feel like we're actually listening to more of that than the actual conversation or seeing the actual event. So it's becoming too monotonous. It's becoming too ordinary, and I don't want to start having that feeling, because once that feeling starts creeping in on me, come on, I'm going to be carrying machete and butchering the show like this, like a big cow. So guys, trust me, that was one of the observations. Another thing I observed on the show was the part where Laycon had to go and pay a visit to the king of his mother's town. That part, ouch, my hand is paining me. Guys, you get the message. I felt like spanking Laycon. That's just the fact. I felt like spanking Laycon. And I have valid reasons for that, because dude felt my hand. Jeez. However Englishized, is it English sized? However English sized you think you are, that was absolutely wrong. When I was watching that part, I just carried this my hairbrush. I was just like, this part is better because it's smooth. I was just carrying the brush like this, like somebody needs to hold me. I want to enter into the camera and spank Laycon, but then I remember that hold up Glory, hold up a second. This is a pre-recorded show, so there's nothing you can do about it. Guys, let's be realistic. This is Nigeria, and I said it during my review that the thing I love about Laycon's show is the fact that it is very, very close to home. It is very, very close to the Nigerian culture. It is very, very relatable. It is very, very natural. So at the point where he had the meeting with the traditional ruler, even though according to the information that Yomi gave, that the traditional ruler was in the US and then came back home to take up the mantle of rulership in that town, it doesn't matter. The man even shifted from speaking English to Yoruba. Even asked Yoruba, asked Laycon, show boy Yoruba. That means, sure, you understand Yoruba? Do you understand Yoruba? And Laycon confirmed that yes, he affirmed rather that he understood Yoruba. So the man spoke Yoruba to him, and instead of Laycon to flow along, I mean, that was the moment for him to flaunt his culture through his language. But instead, dude was speaking English, and the English was so annoying. I'm like, what is wrong with this boy? I don't understand. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, guys, I was pissed. I was pissed. And the truth is, where I come from, if a traditional ruler is speaking to you using your dialect and you respond back in English, you pay a fine. They'll tell you that you're being very, very disrespectful, you're being rude. So it doesn't matter who you are or what you are, even if you're the president of a country. Yes, and the traditional ruler is talking to you. You have to, first of all, show respect for the culture of that place, the culture and the tradition. And what makes up the culture and tradition, aside from just the dressing, the food, it is the language. And the man even said it, and said it to Laycon. I don't know whether Laycon was absent in mind and just present in presence, because I didn't understand what happened over there in that particular scene. The man spoke Yoruba to him, and Laycon was responding back in English, and the English self no even con, I was just very, very disappointed in Laycon, because I felt like, come on Laycon, you're a very, very smart and intelligent individual, so you should know better. Now my verdict is, moving forward, Laycon, please show some respect for tradition and culture. Yes, we have all agreed that the show is very, very natural, but how do you intend to prove it to us when you're trying to English size every single communication that some of them doesn't even require you to even speak English? It doesn't really make sense at all. Anyways, guys, those were my observations from the show. Not that a lot of you are completely confirming everything I said, because I remember when I was doing my live stream on Saturday, a lot of you also pointed this out, and I said, okay, hold up Glory, don't be too hasty to jump into conclusions. Watch that episode by yourself first, and then you can know what to say. And guys, I watched it and I was filled with a lot of disappointment. I felt like taking back the show and then correcting Laycon speaking English at that point, to Yoruba. And a lot of people might argue that, oh, the show, people from different countries in Africa are watching it, but hey, even when they speak English, there are subtitles on the show to aid people who might not be able to follow or listen, as fast as they are speaking. So there was nothing wrong in Laycon speaking Yoruba. Even when the king was speaking Yoruba, maybe it was subtitled. Anyways, guys, that is my own opinion, my frank opinion. I'm sure that a lot of you watching this video right now, you also have your own observations, you have your opinion. Let me know about it all in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Don't mind me. I just remembered that in the other video I tried signing out and I kept on doing a lot of blunders. I kept on making a lot of errors, and I was being overly conscious not to make a lot of errors as well, but this one went pretty well. Anyways, guys, have an amazing day. I will see you guys in another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory. Have an amazing day.